Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to show you how to make a really easy but delicious coconut cake. And I'm going to make a cream cheese little drizzle of icing to go on top. It's so good. It's so good, but it's so easy. It's kind of like a coffee cake, like a Bundt cake, but because it's got that delicious, like really intense coconut flavor, it's just so summery and tropical to me. I wanted to share it with you because it's perfect for this time of year. For like a, if you want something like a coffee cake, this is a great sort of fun alternative for this time of the year. Let me run you through the ingredients. What I've got here is sweetened shredded coconut, all-purpose flour, salt and baking powder. You need eggs, granulated sugar, unsalted butter that's been softened to room temperature, buttermilk, and coconut extract. Never imitation, always the real thing. Makes the biggest difference in the world. I've got my oven preheating to 350. I've got a Bundt pan that I've greased with nonstick spray, setting aside and ready and waiting for me. And I am ready to rock and roll. As you can see, it takes nothing at all to make this cake. I mean, nothing fancy whatsoever. And I am going to make, like I said, a little glaze, a cream cheese glaze for the topping because why not? You're having cake, you might as well have glaze. You know what I'm saying? All right, in this bowl, I just want to mix together all of the dry ingredients. I want to make sure that the coconut is dispersed throughout the flour really well. That way, because the coconut is slightly sticky, the flour sticks to it and then everything kind of disperses throughout the batter evenly. Put my butter in my large bowl. You can do this in your mixer, fitted with a paddle attachment. I'm going to do it with a handheld whisk because I can and because it's here, because I don't feel like dragging that big one over here. Butter, sugar, and then go ahead and just whisk it up for about a minute or so. I'm going to add my eggs. I'm also just going to scrape the sides of the bowl. And now I'm going to whisk this for a couple of minutes. I really want to incorporate the eggs in here well. And then we will add our few last ingredients. I mean, it's really easy, but it is just one of the best, most delicious coffee cakes ever. And it's so good with some fresh mango on the side. Okay. Now, I've got my buttermilk and my coconut extract. Now, you know, when it comes to vanilla extract, I never ever measure. I mean, I give you an amount when I write the recipe, but you know it's like 3 times that. But when it comes to every other extract, you must measure because it will overpower everything, and then it can go from delicious coconut to overpowering and artificial tasting with an extra drop. So be very careful. But now I'm going to add my extract with the buttermilk. And if at this point the mixture starts to split, it's perfectly fine because when we add our dry ingredients, it'll all work out. Add the dry ingredients, and now just carefully incorporate those in. I'm gonna get this all over me, I just know it. Give everything a good stir with a spatula once you're done, and then just add this in your prepared Bundt pan, and I'll have the measurements in the sides of the pan and everything on the website listed with the recipe because that does make a difference. All right, get it all in there. As you can see, it's a really nice thick cake. It's not going to be a light, angel food cake type of thing. It's going to be a pretty dense but delicious cake that you're going to be able to slice. And then if you want to, I'm not saying you should, but if you want to, if you've got any leftovers, you pop a slice of this in the toaster for the most incredible treat ever. I'm trying to even out the top. And now this is going to go into my preheated oven until fully cooked through. It could take about an hour or so. I'll show you what it looks like when it's there. My cake baked for exactly 45 minutes. I just let it cool, come to room temperature for about 10 minutes, and then I inverted it onto a wire rack over a baking sheet. Now we're gonna go ahead and make the glaze, which is really easy but so delicious. All you need is some powdered sugar, confectioner sugar. You need some cream cheese that's been softened at room temperature. Really important, otherwise it's just not going to incorporate. You need some milk and some coconut extract. And I'm just going to use my handheld mixer here just to get it going, and then we'll start streaming in just a little bit of milk at a time to get it to that right sort of glossy, creamy, drippy consistency. Okay, I added my milk. Now it's really nice and runny. I like a nice runny glaze. I don't like it too thick that it's almost like icing, because then what ends up happening is it takes away from the cake, and I don't like that. So then the reason I do it over a baking sheet is because now I can just drizzle. Look at that. And I'm gonna go around this a few times. You can drizzle this baby all over, and it's just got that really beautiful consistency that it sticks, but it's not thick like frosting. And then just sprinkle some coconut on top. You can toast your coconut if you want to. I rather like it like this because it looks like freshly fallen snow, even though it's got a very tropical scent and flavor. Oh, how I love that. I'm not gonna put it on my cake stand now because I just kind of want to cut into it because that's just how I roll. It's beautiful, isn't it? Look, the icing with that glaze just dripped so beautifully all around. You want to let this set, of course, but we both know I have the patience of, I don't even know what. Basically, I have no patience. Oh, that's gorgeous. It's so beautifully scented with that coconut. I just want a little bit of the outside with my that is in a coconut cake of dreams. So wonderful. Go to LauraInTheKitchen.com to get this recipe. You will not regret it. I hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.